Earth has been spinning for over 4 billion years. It never stops. It never even pauses. But what if, just for a moment, it did? What would happen in the next second, the next hour, and the next 1,000 years? The answer is far more terrifying than you'd expect. Here's the brutal physics. Right now, you're moving eastward at about 1,600 kilometers per hour. That's the speed of rotation at the equator. If Earth suddenly stopped, you wouldn't. You'd keep flying east at that speed. Everything would. Cities, oceans, entire mountain ranges would be launched sideways in a catastrophic shockwave. The destruction near the equator would be almost total. The poles, a little better, but only a little. Assuming anyone survives the first second, the planet itself would start to change shape. Earth isn't perfectly round, it bulges at the equator because of spin. With no spin, that bulge would slowly flatten. The oceans, no longer pushed outward at the equator, would drain toward the poles, creating two giant polar oceans and a single massive continent around the middle of the world. Goodbye, coastlines as we know them. Goodbye, every port, every beach city, every delta civilization. Without spin, one side of Earth would bake in sunlight for 6 months straight. The other side would freeze in total darkness. The sunlit side would reach temperatures that could melt lead in some places. The dark side would plunge to hundreds of degrees below zero. But here's the terrifying twist. The contrast between those extremes would create winds so violent they'd dwarf any hurricane ever recorded on Earth. Winds that could strip soil from the ground and hurl sand across entire continents. There's one more killer, the magnetic field. Earth's magnetic field is generated by the movement of molten iron in the outer core, driven largely by our planet's rotation. Slow down the spin, weaken the field, stop it entirely. The magnetic shield that protects all life from solar radiation could eventually collapse. Solar winds would strip away our atmosphere the same way Mars lost its. Radiation would batter the surface. In time, Earth could become another barren rock. Here's the remarkable thing, that spin you don't feel. It's not just movement. It's the reason you have days and nights, seasons, weather systems, a breathable atmosphere, and a magnetic shield against the cosmos. The rotation of this planet is life. And we never had to think about it until now. Earth keeps spinning. And for all of us still here, that is everything. Thank you for watching, and if you're curious what would happen if the moon disappeared next, that video is up next.